Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Starfield. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 2 on a Starfield Saturday. As I mentioned during the first episode, this was going to be a replacement for No Man's Sky on Sundays, but because of the size of the game, I decided it would be better to release 2 episodes a week. So we're going to do Starfield on Saturdays and Sundays. Let's get started. And we are on top of the facility that we had left last time. I had gone through the building and I'd actually forgotten to loot quite a few of the individuals, so I found a lot more loot on the way through, just looting bodies.
Allow me to assist in carrying some supplies.
No, Vasco. And there's a weapon case up here that's got another Grendel and some more ammunition. Gotta be careful going down some of these stairs in low gravity. And then this facility here, there's this kind of rooftop area over here, which I had never paid too much attention to on my first playthrough, and it doesn't look like there's much up here for you to pay attention to, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, we had come here last time. I'd said I was coming back because I wanted to loot a couple of guys here. We'd blown these guys up with a grenade, and then they were dropping stuff, and we needed to get it. So we have a lot more stuff. And then over here, nothing of any substance really. But the locker, still nothing of any substance. So there we go. These guys have been looted. This is over here. This corner is where their spaceship had come down. We are over encumbered, and that's totally fine. Because we're going to come down here onto the top of this little place. Oh, there's boxes here. That's cool. Is there anything actually over here of any use? Doesn't appear to be. Bolt cutters. Okay, cool. So our ship's up in that direction. We want to give ourselves a little bit of chance for oxygen to refresh a little faster, and there are things like this all over the game. Most of them have some kind of exclamation point on them, so that makes them easier to pick out. Canuck maple cola. So we picked up a couple pieces of gear from this. So we're going to work our way back up to our ship. You don't have to worry about CO2 damage until the meter fills up, and even then, if you're walking on the way back to your ship and you're just loaded with loot, it doesn't matter, because you're going to get into your ship, you're going to take a little tiny bit of damage traveling, and then you're going to be able to get into your ship and rest. You can see how fast it's not knocking us down that fast. So the only reason really to give yourself a pause is so you don't get eaten by one of those critters over there. But the other trick is, when you get within 500 meters of your ship, you can hit tab, you can go to your ship, and you can go to your cargo with the F key. And then go from your cargo to your inventory, and you can say, hey, I don't need all of these things. You can put them in your cargo hold until you're under. And then once you're under, you can either just walk comfortably back to your ship or fast travel back to your ship. I'm gonna walk just because I want to look for more minerals. There were any. Oh, and because there are bugs. We've already scanned these guys though. A trilobite. We didn't scan that one though. And we didn't scan this. A dust root. So we're ready to go back. We've taken care of the
Captain, to reach the lodge,
pirate
we must
raider.
jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
And he's right about that. We're going to rest to heal ourselves. And then we're going to put the rest of our stuff in storage. At least, let's see. Yeah, we're going to do that. so we want to put boost packs. Boost packs, spacesuits, those kinds of things are all really heavy. And helmets. All that stuff. Resources can be heavy. A lot. That's a lot of the weight that you're going to have. Apparel items. Oh, that's just ghastly. 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 That's okay. It looks better than what I got. Let's change that. The outfits in this game are just not good. Alright. I'm not a fan of most of them, so. Fast travel directly from the missions. You can do that. But there is a little bit of joy in just being able to take off. I like the taking off and the landing animations. I like seeing the landing gear and the thrusters recede and fire and move around. It's all very fun. Okay, so let's go to our menu. One small step. Need to go to the lodge. And away we go. Spooling the grab drive. Alpha Centaur.
Starship Frontier. This is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
I don't know. Fly casual.
No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Great. New Atlantis. New Atlantis. Where's the old Atlantis at? Just out of curiosity. The landing gear is very cool. All right, my friends. Let's make sure we're still getting an experience bonus. Just hit tab, hit your B key, see how many hours you got left on that. Constellation.
Hey, Bosco. What, no Barrett? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
Yes.
And he's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Well, I'm certainly going to need to do that. Thank you, my friend. All right.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
He's the man. We are definitely going to want to be able to build our own ship. It's one of the most fun parts of the game.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District. The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
I can't get enough of all the trees around here.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been. Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside. Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. It's completely ridiculous. Easiest bet I'll ever win.
You really think what I'm suggesting? We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
Ugh, this is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
Well, that would be me, and there was bright lights and music.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Yeah, okay.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
I'm a bounty hunter.
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
Well, yes, I'm ready to go explore the universe. I'm also ready to get you to a dentist. All right, I'm in. Tell me what happens next.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
I like Constellation Boost Pack. Nice. Yay. So we have floating metal. Floating metal. Well, you know. Let's check out her boost pack. What has she got here? This one, so it's a basic boost pack. Well, let's do that with it then. Now, we have 3 skill points to use. It's time to get some stuff done. Ballistic weapons. Let's grab that. We're going to be doing, and what do we have to do for our challenge? Kill 20 enemies with ballistic weapon. That's why it's really nice to start out with certain classes that have ballistics to start out with, because you can earn that pretty quickly. But what we want to do is go down to science. We want research methods because we want to get down to weapon engineering. We do have boost pack training already, and we're going to want security. So let's spend a point in that. And for the challenge, you have to pick 5 locks, so that won't be too hard. And then what I want to do is research methods. Resources required to craft items and complete research projects is reduced by 10%. Okay. Alrighty. Now talk to Noelle.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Well, Sarah said something about a place for me to stay.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
It's a fancy place. It'd be a shame if I could walk as fast as she's going. It's one of those really weird things, right? It's like, look at that picture though. So it looks like Geordi from Star Trek: The Next Generation. The engineer.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
Geordi being played by the always excellent LeVar Burton of Reading Rainbow fame. LeVar is an awesome dude. That's just what that picture reminds me of, though. There's a toy rocket ship over here. A model ship. Nice.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
I like Noelle. And unfortunately, you can't actually take her as a companion. You've got this Chronomark watch case. And then not much else of note in your room, but hey, if you want to get a snooze, you can. We're going to go down, take a look at the crafting benches until you get a slightly bigger ship and can get the crafting benches put in them. This is the first place you'll want to do some crafting. So I want to make a note about what this is. About how to handle this, I guess, is what I want to say. So there's a ton of crafting benches here. There's a med pack on the wall. There are a couple of guns over here. Guns and ammo. There's ammunition here, ammunition there, ammunition there. There is a Grendel up on the wall. These appear to be different weapons. I think they might be randomized. I'm not sure. Anyway, when you decide to finally get points for weapon engineering, your first challenge under the weapon engineering section is going to be to make 5 mods. I think it's 5 weapon mods. And research methods, you have to craft 5 unique food, drinks, drugs, weapon mods, or equipment mods. So you can actually do some very simple weapon mods here without any weapon modding ability. Not at the pharmaceutical lab, it's right there. So this is why I was saying very early in the game that the 4 main things you want to try to harvest are lead, aluminum, iron, and nickel, because they're going to be used. And what you can do to reach these first achievement requirements is when you loot everything like I do, don't automatically sell it. Instead, hang on to it at least as much as your ship inventory can handle, and go ahead and do things like put barrels on them, because a long barrel is very easily made. You can see we have 4 pieces of nickel. We've picked up sealant along the way and iron. So sealant is hard to come by. There's a particular planet you can go to buy some and to harvest it at, and then you should also be able to later on more easily grow the plants that you can harvest sealant from. So this is a way to help us get through that first tier of research, because what you have to do, if I go back out here and look at this, we need to put 4 points into the top tier of science before we can do weapon engineering. Spend 3 more points in science to unlock. So if we put all 4 points into science, we'll unlock it. And here at the 4th level, sudden developments during research are twice as common, and resources required to craft items and complete research projects is reduced by 60%. It's all very nice. And then we can get to weapon engineering. You can research and craft superior weapon mods, cutting edge weapon mods, master level weapon mods. This is really the only crafting that I want to do in the game is the weapon mods. You can also do outpost engineering. You can do chemistry, spacesuit design. I do like some of the chemistry stuff too, but there's special projects. I have no idea what the hell those are. Planetary habitation. If you want to build habs on worlds that don't have normal human breathable atmospheres and stuff, you need to spend at least 1 point in this. You can build outposts on planets with extreme temperatures, deep freeze and inferno. Increase the maximum number of outposts you can build by 4. You can build outposts with extreme pressure, and you can build outposts on planets with toxic or corrosive atmospheres. So this is worthwhile going if you want to build outposts and do a lot of harvesting, which augments crafting. Anyway, in order to reach this first achievement, we need to craft 5 things. So we're gonna craft 4 of them right here. We're gonna take the Grendel. I'm gonna put a long barrel on it because it's the easiest thing to do. Oh, what? Research required, barrel mods, number 1. Okay, we got to do that first. So you can't do that. We got to do the research first. Well, where's the research lab? There's the pharmaceutical lab. There's cooking station. Research lab is right here. So what you want to do is go down to your aid and grab the Synapse Alpha, which we've been acquiring over the first episode. Right, research projects require fewer resources for 10 minutes. So always use one of those before you go in and do research. We want to look under weaponry. We want barrel mods. We have access to the... Normally these first 2 things, iron and nickel, require 3, but we took that Synapse Alpha, so they'll require 2, and then we need 2 sealant. So if we do the iron, Nickel, are we going to get any overflow? Nope. So we add the sealant. And barrel mods are done. So now we can do grip and stock mods. We need aluminum and nickel too, but I don't want to waste the nickel on that. What I want to do is actually build the mods until we have a chance to actually go mine some more of this stuff. So take this grendel, put a long barrel on it. That gets us one step closer out of the 5 steps necessary to pass forward to the next level for research. And then there's a Kraken. You can also put a barrel mod on it. And that's all the nickel we have. So 3 more mods and we'll be able to add another point to research when we level up. So that's why I recommend hanging on to weapons if you're going to do weapon modding. And don't just sell them right away. Make sure that you save some that you can do mods with. Now, New Atlantis, what else do we have to do here? Oh, we got to talk to Sarah.
I am at your service, Captain.
Oh, and there's this. Constellation Guide permanently reduces fall damage by 5%.
Yeah, what is it?
Walter, I hope I'm not
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
Nope, let's go.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Well, all right.
Huh. Well,
let's go.
If it works for you.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Got it.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Sure, but if I do something bad, they're all gonna hate me.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Adios. Okay.
I am at your service, Captain.
So, Noel, Constellation living up to your expectations. It's a dream.
So off we go. We have to go to Mast, it says. Don't get trapped thinking you can go that way. To go around this tree here. And walk on by through all of the They Live zombies. So watch your eyes follow you. So I thought it was really funny because someone was saying it's a Bethesda game, so that you know it's a Bethesda game because the characters never look at you, and now all of them stare at you in the game as you walk by with those weird eyes. And so somebody on Twitter made a comment about how they showed a video of this, a whole bunch of characters walking by staring at them, and they're like, when you're an introvert and you play Starfield and everybody's staring at you.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Maybe later. We have Constellation business to discuss first.
All right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks, I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
This guy's voice perfectly matches this character. We'll talk to him. I'm sure we can make him a good offer.
Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Cydonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
I'm in complete agreement. A bar and a spaceport. Sounds like home.
It's definitely a lifestyle, burning helium out there, seeing where the stars take you. I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
Okay, well, in the meantime, I got this job right now. So we're gonna do this. So next, where we want to go, the old neighborhood. Ask about Moera and Moera in Cydonia. So we can take straight off from here. We don't have to walk all the way back out to our ship, which is sometimes convenient.
Entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Welcome to Mars.
Welcome to Mars. Well, that sounds fantastic. Cydonia. Okay. Damaging a ship's hull may also damage something else. One of its component systems, yeah. But those things can get repaired. Alright, my friend. In this case, I'm not worried about having bonus experience. We're just gonna go talk to someone. I assume there are a whole ton of extra quests you can get wrapped up in, but I haven't got wrapped up in them yet here when it comes to Mars, so I kind of want to forge ahead through the main quest here, at least until we get to Aquila.
On the hull, multiple leeches in the grab
this
drive.
guy.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-5 figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir.
Nothing you can do,
Building
man.
Cydonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Onward. Welcome to Cydonia, humanity's stepping stone to the stars.
Cydonia can have a depressing effect on some people. Make sure to get yourself help before it becomes a problem.
Do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
Look, I get it. But we just filled our last openings. I think we have a couple contracts ending at the end of next month. It's possible they may not extend them.
This is bullshit. I got a wife and kids at home. We can't wait almost 2 months for a job that may not even exist then.
Hey, I get it. But there's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands. You can take it up with corporate if you want. Sorry, but I have to get back to work.
Come on, forget it. Let's get out of
for you
here.
Guys.
Maybe it's not too late to catch a ride back home.
Trevor, who are you?
You got the look of a miner about you. Maybe when the new contracts finally open up, you'll give it a go.
I know you were counting on that, so don't...
Welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor. Mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Cydonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat. So long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose.
Is this guy trying to run away from me? I used to do mining work for Argos. I was hoping you'd have work, but it doesn't sound like it.
Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great. But, yeah, unfortunately, all our mining contracts are filled right now. Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books.
Sure, you're over there breakdancing. Oh, no worries at all. I'd love to help. Anything to help your team.
I love the enthusiasm. Now, do yourself a favor and get to know some of the miners. It'll remind you what you're doing this for. Anyway, I'm getting off track.
You could say that.
You might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right?
It's a catch-22.
I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though.
Okay. Tell me the plan.
Okay. Glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some more. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first.
Okay.
When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Poor guy, he just wanted to get to wherever he was trying to get to. But I interrupted him with a conversation. I need to gather iron. Okay. Well. Zombie apocalypse. That didn't sound good.
Things can get pretty glum around here. If you ever need a little joy, go talk to that Renee kid. She's always trying to make people happy.
Speak with Renee? Oh my.
Can't say I'm a fan of excitement and drama around here. Been serving drinks here for over 40 years. Few places can offer that kind of stability.
I'm looking for a vanguard named Moara.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea.
Well, I'm not about to leave a brave soldier behind. Help us find him.
You in the service? I know the feeling, but, you just get so used to losing people. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Well...
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. Two strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine.
I forgot there's a persuasion option on this guy. Generally speaking, before you talk to anybody, you should take one of the persuasion aid items in your inventory. One of the persuasion chems. I didn't, so we're still gonna try this though.
Come on. Life on Cydonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me?
Yes, I do. So, no. Let's see. I want you to imagine him out there alone. And here you are, holding out for cash.
Don't try to guilt trip me, okay?
Well, You're wasting my time.
I'm the one you gotta deal with. Like it or not.
Every minute that passes, he could be in danger.
You're right. Alright, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moara kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Mining takes all types. Young upstarts, former military, ex-cons. If you can lift a tool and haul ore, you can mine.
I can lift the tool.
Deimos Star Yards may be the first major ship manufacturer, but that doesn't mean we haven't kept up with the times.
Well, let's see about doing this mining before we take off. Activities. Red tape blues. Gather iron. Okay. Where do I need to go? Down
Always
here?
nice to kick back at the Broken Spear after a long day.
The broken spear.
Look at
These
this
guys
place.
are just knocking down ladders and
I
kicking
can't
them
imagine
over.
being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
It is depressing, and it's the future that Elon Musk wants for everybody. So what do we have down here? Big chunks of metal down. Whoa. We got a Vasco robot down here. Got some lasers. Okay.
I can't imagine being stuck down. No! No! Stop that! You're going to kill someone.
She doesn't like that, eh? Alright. Where else can I get? Oh, some right here. More? Why aren't these robots mining? It's just us. What do we have over here? Just let me edge in on your iron there, pal. Oh, they've got some flagged for us. Cool. Well then, I can mine that. And since we need iron, we might as well grab all the extra we can. Get up there. Okay. Cool. In the container. Speak with Trevor. That's a lot of stairs. I'd be tired after climbing those. Be like Kung Fu Panda. So where is it? Trevor's way down there? Trevor? Son of a gun. I didn't realize you were down there, buddy.
Okay. I can see you're serious about helping me. That ore you mined is really gonna bolster our numbers.
Well, I dropped it off as you requested.
Great. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our Director of Mining Operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval.
Okay, you want me to become his assistant?
We just need you to take the job until we get the approval signed. Then you can quit, keep it, or do whatever. It's not as bad as it sounds. Worst case scenario, you may have to go fetch some stuff for him and go over his messages. It'll be easy, I promise.
Okay.
Now hold on, it's not that easy.
Wait a
You'll
minute.
need to apply for it like anyone else. Head to the Deimos Star Yard's office up in orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that, and we'll talk about how to secure the position for you.
You're jumping through a lot of hoops to get those miners the equipment that they need.
Well, I was a miner once. This game already doing some funny things.
You know why they call this the Red Planet? Because it's not the moon! Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Oh boy, darling. If you're what they got for entertainment around here, it's gonna be a long week. Well then. I have to go be
Mars isn't
somebody's
for
assistant? Where's... Really? Go to Venus. Apply for the assistant director job. Okay. Well then. Look at those eyes. She's gonna kill you. Oh my goodness.
community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others, or fulfill any spiritual needs you may have.
Spiritual needs? What the heck are you talking about? Well then, it looks like we're off. Mars. I mean, this is pretty awesome. It reminds me a lot of Doom 2016, which is just fantastic. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Back to our spaceship. So we'll go find Moara, because what I really want to do, like I said, is forge ahead with the main quest.
Crew accounted for. We're ready to depart.
Oh yeah, and we actually do need to make sure that she's on our crew. You can go to crew, C button. She's unassigned. You can say assign her to the frontier. So it's a lot of points to invest in the skills to get yourself more crew members for later on.
Lifting off now.
I think what this is really going to come down to is what level you can reasonably expect to be after getting to the end of the game, after exhausting all of the side quests and things like that.
Stay in orbit or jump. Your call.
Well, we'll jump. We're going to go to this one. We're going to go to Venus. So like Fallout 4 is one of the best ones that I can think of because I've played it so many times. I end up somewhere around level 90 to 95 or something like that by the time I get done with the game.
Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Varun Zealots. You ever run into one? Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent, the devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us. No idea. They appear and attack people seemingly at random. House Varun technically has diplomatic ties to the other factions, but the Zealots are outside of their control. Or so they say.
Well, I doubt they know where our vanguard is.
No, but I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Varun ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our vanguard was heading to next.
So we need to get to the beacon without being attacked.
Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
I like this plan. You have to minimize ship systems power to avoid detection. So weapons and shields make you easier to detect. So we will head in this direction. We will take missiles offline and ballistics offline and lasers offline. And hell, we'll take shields offline. We'll punch up the grav drive in case we need to get out of here easily.
Oh, Great Serpent, bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Varun's footsteps. That he jumped from the Sol system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow.
Or something like that. So we'll get close enough to this thing and get this stuff and get out of here. But anyways, what I was saying about Fallout 4 was I have a really good idea where you end that game in terms of levels, so I know how I can make a build in that game.
This is Vanguard Moira. To all UC affiliated ships, I'm heading to the Nova Galactic Star Yard orbiting Earth Smooth. Yeah, I know, the whole place is decommissioned. But I need parts for emergency repairs. Hopefully it hasn't been picked clean yet.
Oh, that's not good. Earth and everything around it was abandoned a long time ago. And the old star yards are crawling with spacers and other scavengers.
Well, then we'll just have to deal with that. So it's hard to know exactly what level you're going to end Starfield with, because, you know, various internet reports say different things. So I've been trying to figure out a character build without complete knowledge, and that can always be difficult. Let's go to Nova Galactic Shipyard. This is right there. It's near Luna. So now we will travel out of there. These are the kinds of events that would have been so much better if it had a seamless way of traveling.
There it is.
Like No Man's Sky.
Galactic Star Yard, still orbiting Earth's moon. This is where the first interstellar ships were made. People still use their modules, even though their star yard hasn't been running in forever.
Well, let's see if Vanguard Moira is in that star yard.
Keep your weapons ready. Never know who else might be scavenging there.
Most star stations and ships can be docked with, so we will head towards it. Nova Galactic Shipyard. And we'll switch out our grav drive for lasers. So all you gotta do is get close within 500 meters. And then the R shows up. And this is where we're at. So this is a pretty big facility here, and what we're gonna do is handle it next
Docking
time.
cycle complete.
On next episode. So for now, we'll just get prepped to go. We'll transfer what we don't want already on our person. We can do inventory transfer. So is there anything that we have extra of? Like we have this extra pack, extra apparel. We have resources which we can get rid of. So we're at mass of 101, which is still actually kind of heavy because we got some extra weapons that we don't need. We got 2 Grendels, we got 9 Maelstroms that we don't need, modified Krakens, modified Maelstrom. What's the modified one doing? It's got a compensator on it. Then we're going to get rid of that one and put this one on there. That Rattler we don't need because we have an anti-personal one. So we have that. So that gets down to 41. And then we'll very quickly take this modified Grendel, modified Maelstrom actually, and put it in slot 3. All right, so then what we'll do, oh, she's in my bed. Object is already in use by someone else. Oh, sister. She's snoozing on my bed. I've never seen that before. Oh, well, she must be tired. We'll just pass time. Folks, I will pass time and I will get us ready to do this. I will see you on the next episode. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave your questions and comments down below. Enjoy the rest of your Stellaris. Enjoy the rest of your Starfield Sunday. Stellaris, boy, don't I wish that could make a comeback. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your Space Sunday. Starfield for the foreseeable future. I've had a lot of fun with this game. It does have a ton of flaws. I am going to nitpick those every now and then, but it's not going to be a focus of the episode. I'm going to focus on having fun. I really enjoy the combat in the game, and there are some pretty fun quests in here, and the shipbuilding is fantastic. So we'll be focusing on mostly the good stuff. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Questions, comments down below. I will see you next time. Until then, happy gaming, everyone.